Is my audience for my demonstration speech. Good to go. Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie Albrecht and I am here today to teach you a little bit about stretching and why we need to be stretching throughout our workday to increase our productivity. Did you know that the average adult attention span is 20 minutes? Now, thankfully, my speech today is less than 20 minutes, so I expect that you're all going to be able to pay attention through the whole thing. So if we have an attention span of 20 minutes, how is it that we can manage to make it through the average 8 to 10 hour workday? The truth is most of us don't. Most of us either zone out for a little bit or we replace it with cruising the internet. So one way that we can get around that is by taking breaks throughout our day to stretch, because when we're sitting for a long period of time and we're all working on computers all day, we're going to see a lot of stiffness, headaches, muscle pains, and circulatory problems from not getting up and moving around often enough. We also often see weight gain, because when we're just sitting at our desks, boredom often sets in. And when we get bored, we eat. And so if we can find another way to get around that with stretching, we're going to see a lot of benefits, including increased circulation. It also makes you more alert, increases your productivity, and releases a lot of tension, especially through the shoulders and neck. So now we know why we stretch. Let's get to stretching. First, we're going to start with the head and neck. And we want to start with that because a lot of times when people who are working on computers, we often see this forward head posture. So we see this, which doesn't look good because our head should be way back here where it belongs. So what we need to do is while you're sitting there, so you guys get ready, you're all going to stretch with me. You're sitting down in your desk, so what I want you to do is take one hand, put it underneath your thigh or under your thumb. You're going to take your other hand, you're going to place it on your head and you're going to gently pull forward. So gently pull forward and towards the hand that you're using. And you're going to see this stretch right through the back of your neck and on the side of your neck. So one thing I see you guys doing, you want to make sure your shoulders are down. If you're going like this, you're not going to feel the full stretch. So relax your shoulders, pull your head forward and to the side. You're going to want to hold that for 10 seconds. Then switch hands, put your other hand underneath, grab with your free hand, pull forward and pull down. Let that stretch sink in. Relax your shoulders. Perfect. So now we're going to move on to shoulders. And the reason we want to stretch our shoulders is because along with that forward head posture, we see this. So we're typing a lot and we're doing this, and we also see when we get stressed, our shoulders do this. So when our shoulders are up by our ears, it's going to cause headaches and lots of other shoulder tightness. So what we're going to do is we're going to do shoulder circles. Now you can either do this sitting or you can stand up. So what I want you guys to do is just roll forward 5 times and make sure you're getting the full range of motion. Don't just be doing this and hope that that does the trick. Get a full range of motion all the way up, forward, down, and back. And then we're going to go back now. So go all the way back. We're going to do this 5 times and go nice and slow to really take it all in. Make sure you're breathing. I don't want to see any red faces out there. Take nice deep breaths and relax. Perfect. So now we're going to move on to your back. And back we want to do again because we're seeing that same forward rounded shoulders. So when our shoulders are like this, it means our shoulder blades are way out here when they should be way back here. And that's causing a lot of shoulder pain and a lot of headaches. So what we want to do is take your fingers, interlock them like this, and you're going to put them behind your head. So first thing to do is relax your shoulders. So put your shoulders down, and then what you want to do is practice pulling your shoulder blades back. So don't try and push with your chest, just try and pull your shoulder blades back, put your shoulders down, relax your head, hold that for 10 seconds, and relax. And you're going to do that a couple of times, just pull back, take deep breaths, remember to breathe, and relax. Now, to improve even more blood flow to our back, we're going to do a twist, and that's going to get it all over stretch to stretch those muscles that go from up here in your neck all the way down to the base of your back. So you're going to do this one sitting, and what you're going to do is you're going to reach behind you and grab the back of your chair with your right hand, If not, just put your hand right on your thigh here and peer over your shoulder. Try and peer as far to the right as you can. And make sure you're not lifting, all your body and getting it all the way over, because that's not going to be stretching your back. Just keep your shoulders down and relaxed and peer over your shoulder. Then we're going to switch sides. So take your left arm and place it on the back of your chair, right arm by your thigh, and peer over your left shoulder. Great, good job, you guys. Now we want to do that again so we can increase that blood flow. Remember to take nice deep breaths, help keep you relaxed. Now we're going to move on to the limbs so that we can get a full body stretch. Now with all of us working so much on computers, we're either typing all the time or we're writing or doing repetitive motions all the time. We're using our hands a lot. And we often neglect our forearms, which do all of the work of our hands and wrists. So what I want you guys to do is put your arm out, take your right arm first, and then you're going to take your left arm and just pull your hands back, just like that. Take a deep breath, relax. There you go, and just pull. Hold for 10 seconds and release. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull them the other way, pull them down and towards your body, and relax. And you're going to feel that nice stretch right along the top of your forearm when we do this one. You should feel it underneath here. And if you have any pain, just make sure to stop, and then we can find another stretch for you. Now to do the legs, and this one feels oh so good, to get the blood moving through your legs, because when we're sitting in our desk all day, we're not moving around, we're not getting any blood flowing through our legs. So what I want you guys to do is sit in your chair nice and high, and have your back nice and straight, and then you're just going to extend your legs straight out. So extend your legs straight out, and then what we're going to do is we're going to flex and point our toes. So point your toes straight out, hold, and relax. And then flex your foot, pull it all the way back towards the top of your leg, and relax. And you're going to feel that stretch when you're flexing. You're going to feel it all the way up your calf, and you're going to feel it even all the way up into your thigh if you're tight like I am. And when you're flexing, you're going to feel it all through the top of your leg. So, now we've just done a full body stretch, and we've only asked you to take about 4 minutes away from your work. Now, what I want you guys to keep in mind is that for every hour you're doing work, you can afford to give up 4 minutes to stretch. And that 4 minutes is really going to increase your productivity throughout the day. It's going to increase your circulation so that you're not having any circulatory problems. It's also going to release tension so that you don't have any headaches, no muscle stiffness. And now that all of that stretching has been done, all that tension has been released, you guys are all set to go and be productive. Does anyone have any questions?
How often do you recommend we stretch at our desk?
I think you should be doing it every day, and you want to try and do it every hour. Now sometimes that can be a lot to ask on a stressful day, but if you can at least get it in 3 times a day, you're good to go. Any other questions?